I continue to be the god of ARTFIRE, and I bring you also... 2 ARTFIRE-centric updates in a row was legit a coincidence. Completing the Spy Changers has long been one of my big goals, and getting to do 3 of them at once rocketed them to do it now status, regardless of who they were. G1 Targetmaster ARTFIRE, however, has been a very specific big goal of mine for years, who I wanted to fast track. And now here he is, thanks to, amusingly enough, ARTFIRE 2000. Spoiler alert, you're going to see a lot more from his table on the wiki over the next several weeks. In 1987, Takara made a few unique releases for their Headmasters themed year. Recycled Diaclone molds as the train bots, Blaster and Soundwave redecos, a handful of all-new individually boxed cassettes and Headmaster heads, and 2 more recycled Diaclone molds as new Targetmasters. The Jazz mold got turned into Stepper, and Inferno into ARTFIRE. We're pretty sure their names were supposed to be swapped. Arthur's had his fist retooled to hold the wider 5mm Targetmaster handles, but hasn't had any vehicle mold mounting mold maintenance, as his Wavemate Stepper did. Instead, you attach Gunpal Nightstick to his ladder by clipping a small black mounting block into it, which is shown here still taped into the styrofoam block because ARTFIRE 2000 didn't want to risk losing it, and I 8,000,000% agreed. Speaking of his Targetmaster partner, this also gives me the chance to shoot 2 birds with 1 gun, as ARTFIRE's buddy Nightstick is identical to Targetmaster Scourge's firearm fellow Fracas, who we didn't have good pics of yet. Nice. Stepper and ARTFIRE had a lot of mystique in the West back in the early fandom, but seemingly none in Japan. They were tailenders, they weren't the cartoon, had like 1 manga appearance, who cares? Thus they were largely ignored in toy form forever, until Hasbro pushed to make a reissue of Stepper in 2004, who they dubbed Ricochet. Takara followed suit, and the reissue shell formed like crazy in both markets. While new iterations of Stepachet have become pretty common, ARTFIRE never got that level of attention, but, well, it makes sense given how few Inferni we get overall. And with Grapple as a nostalgia-sodden, surefire redeco option... And with Grapple as a nostalgia-sodden, surefire redeco retool option? Sorry, Artie. Meanwhile, Jazz remains a popular dude for all new toys, and he's not got another obvious redeco option. Aside from Zoom Zoom, who the cowards still haven't made a modern version of. Damn it. But there have been at least a few new ARTFIREs over the years, none of which have exactly set the world on fire. But I think the Transformers world is a little richer with obscure dudes like ARTFIRE popping up in it. If you enjoy these little trips in Transformers history, why not light a fire by subscribing or even check out my Patreon? Till all or next week.